Hey boos, in this video, I give commentary based on my opinion. Nothing is to be taken as factual. We are just here to have conversation. We don't expose and we don't sip tea on this channel. I'm giving you real talk straight, no chaser. Let's see if you can handle it.
Cause I'm a boss. I haven't done anything for you to be proud of.
Of course you have. You are marrying a man who can support you.
Let's say you go to the dealership and you buy a brand new Range Rover, okay? Range Rover Sport. You've been wanting it for a while, fully decked out, $100,000, right? Australian, $120,000 Australian.
300 right? Here. We got the luxury car tax. You don't know about that.
Okay, 300K, right? Yep. So you drive it off, you shake hands with the car dealer, sign the paperwork, pay the money, buy it cash, you're good to go, drive it off the lot, you don't care about it losing value, whatever. This is your dream car. Take it back to your house. 2 weeks later, okay, the car dealer comes back to your place, says, hey, listen, man, we're kind of short on cars. We're going to need to put a for sale sign on your car. And a couple days a week, we're going to just need to put it on display back at the dealership. And, one or two people might test drive it. Are you okay with that? How would that make you feel?
I know he's not comparing.
I know the analogy you're trying to make. I own that car. I don't own my partner in a relationship, though. I don't own them.
Again, answer the question. How would that make you feel?
Well, obviously, I wouldn't be okay with that.
Okay, thank you. That's exactly how men feel when their women post sexy photos of themselves on the internet to advertise to other men, because men are territorial with their women. It's been that way since the beginning of time.
You don't own us in a relationship, so we can post what we want. If you have an insecurity with that, that's on you.
Let me finish.
I'm letting you finish, but every time I let you finish...
You're literally cutting me off right now.
Yeah, I know. Okay, go.
Yeah,
go. What are you laughing at?
No, I'm laughing because you're not letting me finish. So my point is this. My point is simply this. Men, that's how men view relationships with women. They might not admit this, but men are territorial with their women. This is why women that are promiscuous have a very difficult time getting men to commit to them. Because
okay. I have to keep it real. There is some truth to what he is saying. Okay. Men are territorial, which is a good thing when it comes with boundaries. Okay. If a man, I tell y'all this all the time, if a man is not territorial over you, he don't care about you like that. I'm sorry. He don't care about your safety. He don't care about who you're talking to, who you're interacting with. He don't care to protect you. He don't care about you. He don't. Just like a young boy is territorial. If any of you guys have young boys that you are raising, they are territorial over their own mother. These men, they don't play about their mama. So it's the same thing, y'all. Like it is. It's the same thing. I have to keep it real with you. Like it's the same thing. It's the main reason why I stopped posting certain pictures to the internet. And my dating has improved by that. Better quality. Just keeping it all the way real with you. I walk the life. I live the life. It is what it is. When I was out here posting photos, but see, my photos weren't thirst traps. That was not my intentions behind my photos. And I actually have a video. That I did years ago. I don't even know. The real reason I stopped being an Instagram thought. I wasn't out here intentionally being an Instagram thought. I was actually posting photos for body positivity, but people didn't see it that way because of my shape, my build, and all of that. People just saw it as thirst traps. They didn't see it as a woman who grew up awkward, who grew up tall, who was knock-kneed and had thick thighs and all of that, had insecurities with my body. They don't see all of that. They see a girl with a banging body, taking sexy photos for Instagram, and they automatically will label you an Instagram thought. And as a woman, you have no control over how others see you, how they perceive you, right? And so how you present yourself, that's your introduction. And so people are going to use their discernment. Men are going to use their discernment over your appearance as you should on him to see if you're quality or not. It is what it is. So when you present yourself to Instagram, now we live in a social media world. How you put yourself out there, that's how they see you first. They don't get to hear your personality. They don't get to hear what you have to say, right? They don't get to hear your intellect. They don't get to hear all of that. All they do is see your boobs or see all of these other things, right? And they instantly will make judgment off of that. So you can't get mad at men for using discernment the same way you should be using discernment when it comes to women on the internet. Okay. You can't be mad. Now, the only thing that I don't agree with when it comes to Myron is the fact that he thinks that, first of all, taking photos for Instagram, sexy photos, whatever, is cheating. It's not cheating. I feel like you and your spouse need to come to an agreement on what they feel comfortable with when it comes to the Instagram. And that goes both ways. Okay. So if your man don't like you taking certain photos for Instagram, I don't want my man liking those same photos that he don't want me taking on Instagram. Now, if we can come to that agreement, we respect each other on that level, everything is good to go. But if he gonna try to control me in that way and like those same photos on Instagram, I'm gonna have a problem with that because it goes both ways. I respect you by not taking those type of photos, and you respect me by not liking those type of photos. Because the very reason why you don't want me taking those photos is the very reasons why you shouldn't be liking. Okay, we got another super chat. And this talk, yet they have some of these same girls on their show and they paid to play. Oh yeah. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Chavis. Thank you for the super chat. But no, so let's keep it all the way real. I can agree when the respect is mutual, but when it's one-sided, So the same reasons these men don't want you posting them photos is the same reasons they shouldn't be liking them. And that's what we need to really be talking about instead of always making the focus about women. Now, as a woman, if you out here having your fun on social media, posting photos that you want to post, you got to understand that those photos that you post, they never delete. When you post something to the internet, it's out there. You don't know where it goes. You may come across, and Kim Kardashian is coming to that realization. So a lot of women today are going to have that regret, especially when they start having kids. So you better think twice about what kind of photos you posting, because when you're 20-something, you're just having fun. No big deal. But when you're 30 plus with kids, a family, and a husband, and you got some photo floating around on the internet or some video floating around on the internet, woo, think twice. That's all I'm going to say. Think twice about it. And then also, if your dating life ain't what it needs to be, if it's not what it needs to be, and you're struggling, maybe you should revisit. Maybe you should rebrand. Maybe you should do something different. That's what I did. And I've been having a good old jolly time dating quality men ever since. So I compromised to get what I wanted. I didn't lose anything. I compromised how I presented myself online to get what I wanted, which was quality. I was tired of attracting dusties, mainly dusties. It's almost like I went from hell. Of course, a dusty gonna try to holler at you, especially if you're at the gas station. I mean, if you're at the gas station, you're leaving the grocery store, a dusty gonna try to holler, right? But when you go out and you mingle at events, or you just go out on like a night on the town or something like that, you meet quality. Quality actually DMs you on Instagram when you don't post those type of photos and stuff like that. So it's just different. Sometimes you got to compromise to get what you want. And that was one thing I was willing to do. I'm not saying that's what you got to do, but I'm telling you what the game is, and that is the game. He just told you what the game is. He just told you how men look at those type of photos. He just told you that men don't respect women who take those type of photos because of the attention that she gets from other men. And some of these women, you can't be naive. Some of y'all can't be naive and think that men are not sexualizing you in that way. Now, is it your fault? No, it's not. But you know that they're doing it though. And so when a man see that, and he sees that you're aware that it's happening and it's going on, he doesn't respect that type of attention that you get. So it's just, it is what it is. It's something to think about, and you have no control over it. So you got to go home like the grown woman that you are. You got to sit down alone and think, what is more important to you, getting attention for Instagram or getting you a quality man? Or if you don't want a man, you don't want to date, you don't want to get married, you don't want to have kids, I guess it don't matter. It don't matter. But if you know you want to settle down, you want to have a family, you're looking for a quality man, then you compromise. Okay? Compromise. It's going to get you farther, I'm telling you. And then this is chess over here. I mean, if you put the clothes on, you may be able to get you a man that will take care of you. You don't even got to take photos for a living. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I'm just saying, you may not even have to take photos for a living no more. So it's something to think about. I had no problem changing my vibe on my Instagram. Ladies, you can't be out here wearing little to nothing on social media, expect to find a quality man. Yeah, it's sad, but it's true, y'all. I'm not saying I agree with it. Let me make that clear. I'm gonna repost my Instagram thought video that I created like I don't know how long ago. But I'm glad I did it though. And I was the guinea pig. I'm telling you, it's worth it. It is so worth it. If it wasn't worth it, then I wouldn't, no. But it's worth it, y'all. It really is. It really is worth it. I'm gonna tell you that now. It's freaking worth it. If I would have known, I would have did it sooner. Some of y'all younger than me. If I would have known when I was younger, I would have did it way sooner. Just being real with you. At the end of the day, though, it's your choice. And I don't project my judgment onto people. I do use my discernment, but I don't project it. So at the end of the day, you have free will. You do as you please. But just try it out. If it don't work, you can always go back to taking your photos the way she was taking them before.
A woman can do whatever she wants.
She can do whatever she wants.
We're just
honestly.
saying our standards are this. If you want to comply, you can. If you don't want to, you don't have to.
And remember, we're talking about a committed relationship with a man. So if you put pictures like that on the internet, that's fine. You can do it. We never said you can't do it.
I also got to make this clear.
You're putting words in our mouth. I
got to make this clear, you guys. There's a difference between a man being territorial over you, as he should, but not controlling. There is a difference. There's a very thin line. There's a thin line when it comes to love and hate. And there's a thin line between a man being territorial over you, aka protection, versus a man just being controlling because he's insecure. Myron, he gives me, I am controlling because I'm insecure. He doesn't give me, oh, I'm a man and I'm territorial over mine because it's my job to protect her, right? And so I don't want my woman posting certain pictures on the internet because it's my job to protect her. He can't protect you if you're out here on Instagram posting certain photos that he knows other men that he has no control over, especially through his phone screen, to not look at you and disrespect you in that way sexually, right? But Myron don't give me that type of energy. He give me the type of energy like he don't want you taking certain photos because he's insecure. He's not confident as a man within himself that his position is not threatened. If he would actually focus on his job, which is being territorial to protect his woman, he wouldn't be so insecure about his position being threatened simply because this woman is on Instagram posting a very flattering photo, right? That's more sensual, not sexual, sensual. You know what I mean? Like there is a difference. So I don't know. There's a very thin line between sensual and sexual though too. Some of these women, they just being sensual. They're tapped into their sexuality to the point where it comes off very, very sensual, very natural, not forced, but it may come across to you as sexual. But are you sexualizing her? That's another conversation for another day. So he don't give me that. Like I said, ladies, to the ladies that are tuned in, there's a very thin line between territorial and a man just simply being controlling because he's insecure. And you need to vet him to see, is he territorial for protection and he's trying to provide and take care of me? Or is he territorial because he's controlling, he has insecurities, Okay, and he's possessive. There is a difference, and you need to find out which one it is. Okay. All right. And I will also say this, if you've never had a father in your life, you probably are a little confused on what that actually looks like. What it actually looks like. Because I struggled with this when I was younger. Like, I'm like, dang, is my dad being controlling, or is he being territorial because he's being protected? He was actually being territorial because he was being protected. Did he have some extreme, okay, practices? Yeah, he did. Yes, he did. But I mean, now that I'm older, you know, and some of the aggressive attention that I deal with on my own now, it actually makes sense. You know, it just does. It makes sense. But when I was younger, I could never understand. I'm like, why is it this man don't want me to have fun? He don't want me hanging out with my friends. He don't want me doing nothing. And he was protecting me. So you got to figure out which one it is. And it really just takes time, just vetting. Okay. Just you're gonna have to vet. Vetting takes time. Myron has very deep trust issues with women. I don't know what happened to the dude. Thank you. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the compliment. Thank you. I appreciate that. They should be embarrassed because they're a mess. Yeah, this is a mess. This is actually embarrassing. I don't see how anyone can 100% agree with them because, you know, they make sense and then they ruin it because it's rooted from an insecure place. That's their issue. If they would just do the work and heal, okay, and find balance with their ideologies and their rhetoric, people would actually agree with them. Okay, let's continue.
Saying, if I'm going to commit to you, give you marriage, give you a title, give you a ring, give you children, I expect a certain type of woman. Why is it that when men have standards,
she's giving you all those things too?
Exactly. I love it how it's
she's
just
giving
them
you
giving,
women.
You're giving it to us.
Let me finish.
We should be so thankful.
Let me finish. When a man gives because here's the thing, women control sex, men control relationships. So since I'm the gatekeeper to relationships, you want to take my last name. Last time I checked, girls want to walk down the aisle in a white.
Y'all, and that's why y'all got to stop. Listen. Let me tell you something. Women, y'all got to stop saying this stupid stuff like, I need a ring or I want a ring. You feel like a ring. You feel like a wedding is going to validate you in some way that you're, I don't know, like valuable or worthy. Please stop doing that because it's going straight to these men's heads. I don't give a damn about a ring and I don't give a damn about a wedding dress. Okay. If I met a man tomorrow and I truly felt he was a soulmate, we were meant to be, he was financially stable, he has integrity, and what else? Oh, he's emotionally stable. I would marry him at a freaking courthouse in a t-shirt. Because I'm more concerned about who I'm marrying and not the fact that I have a ring and a wedding dress. Stop saying that. Like, men love to weaponize that against women. Like, I'm doing you a favor. Do men not understand that your penis does not rule anything? It doesn't. It does not rule anything. Women have control over the air that you breathe. Do you not understand that? Like, as soon as we birth you out of our birthing canal, we give you air. We give you life. So it's just weird how y'all sit up there and y'all try to brush over childbirth like it's not a sacrifice. But you know what? I don't even blame men for having this type of mindset or mentality. Women, first of all, two things. You need to stop giving these men kids so willy-nilly, because they don't value it. These men really be brushing over childbirth like it's not a near-death experience. It is a sacrifice. Blood is shed. Okay? So when blood is shed, that means it is a sacrifice. These men keep brushing over it like it's no big deal. You couldn't pay me to have none of these men's kids. You cannot. There ain't enough money in the world for me to have these men kids with these mentalities, because I'd be damned if I'm in a situation where a man is brushing over my sacrifice, my near-death experience, like it's nothing. Like, I'm giving you this and I'm giving you that. That stuff don't mean nothing to me.